Hello folks, Dr. E-Blox here again with the E-Blox project of the day. Today we are going to learn about gears and geared motors, okay? How exciting. But before we get started, we want to remind everybody, please stay at home over the next few weeks as much as you can. The whole purpose of these videos is to provide some e-learning material for teachers, homeschoolers, and parents so they can teach the fundamentals of STEM and STEAM through E-Blox while safely from the home. Now, if you have E-Blox products at your house, then please join us in the building and learning fun. And if you're looking to get E-Blox products, you can get them in two ways. One, at our website, www.myeblox.com. That's www.myeblox.com. Or contact your local toy store. Either call them or send them an email and ask for coupons to get discounts on E-Blox products. You can buy them from your local store, but we'll ship them directly to your house so you never need to leave the home. All right, with that, let's get started with discussing what a gear is, okay? A gear looks something like this. It's typically circular with some teeth around it, okay? So that when you have two of these gears, they can mesh together so that as one turns, it spins the other one, okay? Now, one of the main applications of gears is that it can change the ratio at which things spin, how fast something spins. Okay, remember in our first live video, we looked at motors that spun really fast and would make a fan spin and launch high in the air. Well, you don't always want things to spin that fast, okay? So one thing you can do is you can get gears that have two different sizes. Here's a big gear, here's a small gear. And I put some little markings on here. So like if these mesh at the same point, but then we start to rotate these gears, you can see the smaller gear goes through a full revolution, a whole revolution once, while the big gear only went about a third of the way around. If we do that again, okay, you can see that even after two full revolutions of the small gear, the big one hasn't even spun around once, okay? It turns out the big one has to turn almost one time for every 3 times this one turns. So let's think about that. As this one spins, this one is spinning 3 times as fast as this one, and that's how we can change the ratio at which things spin. So that would be like a 3-to-1 gear ratio, okay? So let's see how we can build with this. This is actually a geared motor right in here. If you looked inside this motor, you'd see a whole bunch of these gears that takes that really fast spinning motor and makes this one spin slowly. Let's see how it works, okay? We're gonna take these parts. This is from our lights in motion set, okay? So if you have that one, please build with us. And in the lights in motion set, you get some of these LEDs that are really cool and light up. But now we're gonna take that geared motor and we're gonna see when we put that in there and make it spin. Let's take this one. There. You can see how it's spinning very slowly, okay? Not as fast as that fan that launched, okay? That's because this is a geared motor that's geared down to spin slowly. All right, so let's think, what kind of applications do we have for this, okay? Well, one, you can kind of see here. Have you ever seen like turntables? Maybe you want to put something on, a statue in your house that you want to spin slowly, or maybe an award, or maybe even in museums where they show those kind of things on turntables that spin slowly. They have gears in them. That's what makes it spin at that rate. Let's see. Does anybody out there have a 3-speed or a 10-speed bike? Have you ever looked at what the chain was connected to? It kind of looks like circular things with teeth, okay, that are like gears. There's some on the pedals and there's some on the back wheel. The ones on the back wheel have various different sizes so that when you switch the speed, it changes from one of those gears to maybe a bigger or a bigger gear, and that's switching the speed at which when you pedal, the back wheel spins at. So that's another application in gears. That's pretty cool. I love playing with these types of geared motors. You know why? Because they get me geared up. Oh, okay, I had to get in one bad joke for the day, but I think we've learned a lot today, okay? We learned about what a gear is, learned about how we can use them to make geared motors. We showed it working here, that's spinning real slowly, and we talked about some of the cool applications. Well, that's all for today, folks, but join us next time. We're going to talk about inductors and electromagnetism and how we can build an induction spinner. Until then, stay at home, stay safe, but continue learning with E-Blox.